Hello and welcome to the Builder's Bench, where we break down common issues with today's automatic transmissions. I'm Alex Crissy, editor of Transmission Digest. With me is Rino Partipilo from ATSG, our technical expert. How's it going, Rino?
Very good, Alex. Thank you for having me out again.
Yeah, of course. So today we're going to take a look at two different Toyotas that have no movement after rebuilding. These two stories have some similarities and some differences.
That's right, Alex. The first one we're going to look at is our old nemesis, a U140, U150, also to the larger ones are called a U240 or U245. Okay, but this particular one we're going to talk about is a U140 that after rebuild, it would not move. Okay, now the shop called us up and told us that the weird thing is that they end up putting 5 quarts of fluid inside there, and if we take a look at this dipstick, it was reading way over full. Okay, now according to the service manual on this thing, or the service on the transmission, it should take upwards of 9 quarts of fluid.
Yeah, that's weird. What would cause that?
Well, the shop first thought that maybe something happened with the pump when they installed this thing, so they decided to pull the transmission back out. But when they had the transmission back out, they decided to remove the pan first. And when they removed the pan, what they saw was that the temperature sensor was not sitting inside its proper spot on the valve body. It wasn't even bolted in.
Yeah, could that be the cause?
Actually, Alex, yes, it can be the cause. So if we take a look at an oil diagram like we see over here, the oil comes from the sump or the pan, which goes in through the filter, goes through the pump, and if we follow the green arrow, once it goes through the pump, it sends it down, pressure down to the manual valve circuit. But right before it gets to the manual valve circuit, that temperature sensor is supposed to be sitting there, blocking it off. With that sensor not being over there, pump pressure is just escaping into the transmission pan and not going to its proper circuits.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, let's talk about that second Toyota story you mentioned.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about the second one. Second one is similar, but it's kind of a later model one, which is the U660, and it's also, they use a U760 transmission, okay? After a rebuild, once the thing was put back together, it slipped very bad in forward and reverse, almost line pressure, like low line pressure. Again, when we got this call, they said that they were only able to put about 3 quarts of fluid inside this thing before it was way over full. Now there's no dipstick on this thing. It's a pull of a plug to check for it. And so, but it was just 3 quarts of fluid. It wasn't taking it anymore, when it should actually take about 7 quarts. Now, in this case, the shop was very confident that nothing happened with the pump, and they figured that maybe something happened with the valve body. So they decided to drop the pan and take a look at the valve body. When they removed the valve body and they started taking it apart and they removed this small plate over here, they noticed that the pressure relief valve, which is actually a check valve and spring, was actually missing from the hydraulic circuit, okay? Again, if we take a look at the hydraulic circuit on this one, oil comes from the sump, which is the pan and filter, up into the pump, and then before it gets into the pressure regulator valve, it goes past that pressure relief valve. With the pressure relief valve not being in its proper spot, again, pressure leaks out, and now the transmission has no line pressure. So what does the shop have to do with this one? Similar to the other one, put the spring, put the check ball in first, then the spring, put the plate back on, put the valve body in, and the transmission was all set, ready to go.
Yeah, got it. And that's a good reminder too. You got to keep an eye out for those little things.
Exactly. Sometimes the little things could become the biggest headaches when we're building transmissions.
Right. All right, well, that is all for today's technical tip and the Builder's Bench. We will be back again soon for another tip. Thank you so much for watching.